Is your shop having a difficulty performing excellent customer service? In this video, I'm going to tell you the one principle that you need in order for your shop to provide superior customer service at all times. Check it out. What is up, everybody? How's it going out there? This is your friend Peter Karunas here with Shopbox, and in this video we're going to be talking about customer service, right? As sign shop owners, as sign shop managers, we wear many hats, right? We are talking about marketing every day. We are talking about operations every day. We are talking about production. We are talking about design. We are talking about sales. But in this video, it's going to be predominantly about customer service. It is crucial for us to always perform exceptional customer service at all times. When we're performing exceptional customer service, it always makes us feel comfortable that we can always ask for a review, no matter how good or bad we treated the customer. However, if you're going to provide this one principle to your customer, you have a great chance of taking a 0 chance of getting a positive review to a pretty decent chance of getting a positive review for your business, no matter the outcome, because of how you handled the customer with this particular learning principle. All right, so what is this principle? Well, in fact, it's actually called the L.E.A.R.N principle. Little fun fact, I actually became aware of the L.E.A.R.N principle from my sister many years ago. The L.E.A.R.N principle comes from the hotel industry. A lot of hotels practice this because if you're like in a hotel environment, anytime that particular guest approaches the front desk, more or less it's a complaint, right? Think about that for a minute. We've all been guests in a hotel, so what are you actually asking for? There's an issue with your room, there's an issue with the temperature in your room, you need extra things, extra pillows, extra towels, whatever the case may be. There's always something that you need when you're approaching that front desk of a hotel. And that hotel attendant has to be very positive at all times, has to practice the L.E.A.R.N principle 24/7 or every hour on every minute on their shift. The L.E.A.R.N principle is an acronym for many things, and the first one is L, and that's going to be to listen. This may seem like a very simple step, however, this is the most crucial step to the L.E.A.R.N principle. Many of us often listen to just respond. I mean, I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of not always listening when I'm having a discussion. I find it that sometimes I'm listening to just respond and get my next point out, instead of actually sitting back and listening to the issue that is at hand so that I understand how to comprehend and decipher the real issues to what's going on. So the first part here is to actually listen to what is being said to you. As simple as that sounds, we often don't do it. So make sure that it just doesn't go in one ear and out the other, that you are actually listening to the issue at hand. The second step is to emphasize, right? That's the E in this part of this principle, the emphasize. We want to actually put ourselves in the customer's shoes. Would this be something that you would stand for if you were on the opposite side of the fence? Perhaps this is something that you would not stand for, and you would also like to say in this situation, ma'am, I know what you're saying, Mr. or Mrs. Customer, I know what you're saying. If I were in your shoes, I wouldn't like this either. I don't like this at all. The next step here, and you could segue this right into it, is the apology. We want you to apologize in a firm, respectful way. Mr. and Mrs. Customer, I am so sorry for what's going on with you. I am terribly sorry. I don't stand for this. I wouldn't want this if this were my situation either. In this step, this is where the apology is going to attempt to diffuse the situation. You might have a very high escalated situation with your customer, and it's hopeful that when you apologize and you do it in a sincere manner, that the situation is going to become a little bit less stressful for you, right? We're going to take that conversation from here down to here, right? Where we can have a civil conversation. All right, now this next part, this is where you have to actually have a solution in mind. You have to respond. You have to react to what you're hearing. So what are you going to do about it? This is where you are going, as the decision maker, are going to do something. Now, could be small, it could be the answer to everyone's problem. It could be as simple as, I'm going to go get a manager, or I'm going to go get the owner, and I'm going to allow them to handle this. But if this is a situation where there is no senior management, there are no owners, and it's a situation that you have to handle, you have to be able to react and respond in a way that's going to diffuse the situation. What are you going to do? Are you going to reprint that order? Are you going to make sure that it gets done by the end of the day? Are you going to deliver it yourselves? Are you going to discount the order? Whatever the case may be, you have to react in a positive direction. You have to take the complaint that comes in, the issue that's coming in, and actually come up with a solution to rectify the problem. And then finally, in the last step, you have to notify, right? You have to notify your team. You have to notify your owners. You have your managers, your superior management, if you will, of what you're going to do. Why is this step important? After you diffuse the situation with the customer, hopefully that your response resulted in a way that the customer was satisfied with. But you have to notify your team in order to be that leader, in order to actually dictate what you did, and hopefully that it won't happen again in the future, right? This is a learning experience for everybody. We need to make sure that these prints are quality controlled, because I had to discount this order for this woman because it did not meet my quality control standards. So we are going to discount this lady's order. We're going to reprint it right now, and I'm going to go deliver it to this customer after hours. Now, this L.E.A.R.N principle might be a very simple solution, but it is the only thing that your customer service team has to do whenever there is a complaint. And don't forget, after you've conducted the 5 steps of this L.E.A.R.N principle, you can go out and ask for that review. Even though you didn't meet the customer's expectations initially, you did go above and beyond to rectify the situation and get it for them in a timely manner. You should be able to comfortably ask for that Google or social media review for your business, because like many shops, we rely on the reviews of our customers in order for future customer sales to come in, right? We want all of our reviews to be in a forum where it can be seen by our potential future customers. All right, so that is the L.E.A.R.N principle. We're going to listen, we're going to emphasize, we're going to apologize, we're going to react, and then we're going to notify. All right, everybody, that's it for me in this video. Let me know what you think. Are your shops using the L.E.A.R.N principle? Tell me about the examples that you've had. Leave a comment below and let me know how that's worked for you. I'd be curious to see how that worked out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that little bell so that you can get notified when the next video from me is going to drop. All right, my beautiful people, stay positive out there.